Hi and welcome back to Soul Foods by Maximilian, and today I'm going to show you how to make my delicious homemade carbonara. So first, you're going to need to get out 200 grams of diced pancetta or guanciale. I couldn't find guanciale, so I had to substitute with pancetta. 4 large eggs, a pack and a half of long pasta, linguine or spaghetti preferably, 10 tablespoons of pecorino romano cheese grated, 10 tablespoons of parmesan cheese grated, and about a gram of cracked black pepper. Okay, so the first step is you need to take a pot of water and put it on high heat. And then you're going to add 3 tablespoons of salt. And as it heats up, the salt will dissolve, so the pasta is nice and salty. Okay, so while the water is boiling, we're going to be adding the pancetta to a large cold pan. Now the reason we want to add it in while it's cold is so that when it enters the pan, it doesn't just go hard. We want the fat inside the pancetta to render out. So I'm just going to break it up. And then you're going to turn it to a medium heat. You don't need to turn it very fast, especially if you're using stainless steel, because it gets very hot very fast. And then once you've broken it all up, you're going to add a little bit of olive oil. You don't need to add a lot, as guanciale and pancetta are both very fatty meats. So once the fat renders out, it's going to become very oily, which is what you want, because it helps loosen up the pasta and create the sauce. And you're going to let it sit until it cooks. Okay, so now that my pasta water is boiling and my pancetta is cooking, we're going to start and make the egg sauce. So first, you're going to need 3 large eggs and 1 egg yolk. And that's very important. Now, traditional carbonara, well, not really traditional, more westernized carbonara uses cream. That's why they're all terrible. My one, no cream. This one is 100% eggs and cheese. So first, we're going to take the eggs and crack them in. And 1 egg yolk. This helps add a nice richness to the sauce. Okay, so now we're waiting for it to come to temperature. We're going to move on, and I'm going to show you how to make the egg. Okay, now that we've dealt with the eggs, we're going to put them away. And make sure to wash your hands, because you don't want to get salmonella or anything. So first, you're going to take a whisk and you're going to beat together your eggs. And then, slowly at a time, you're going to add in your pecorino cheese. Now this sauce is very thick, and that's what makes the carbonara itself so creamy. It's because of the amount of cheese and the fact that we're not using cream. I'm going to mix this a bit. And what really gives this the amazing kick the carbonara has is about a gram of cracked black pepper. Mix that thoroughly. And as you can hear behind me, my pancetta is sizzling. So once this is mixed together, which, done. I'm going to move over to that and mix it around. As you can see, it's come to a gentle sizzle. And you may have noticed with my actual egg sauce that I didn't add any salt. Now the reason for that is the worst thing in the world to have is salty carbonara. There's 100 different things that can change how salty it is. Egg size, the actual pancetta itself, because all of these vary in salt. So I try to add salt at the end just in case. Now this has come to a gentle sizzle. You can turn it down a little bit if it's burning. because the real main purpose of this is to give it a nice crisp and just to render out all that fat. And you may have noticed with my actual egg sauce that I did not add any salt. Now the reason for this is carbonara can vary in saltiness from 100 different reasons. Pecorino Romano and Parmesan are very salty cheeses, and pancetta and guanciale are very salty, so don't add too much salt because it can make it really tarty and it just makes it disgusting. Okay, so we've got the pack and a half of pasta. Our pasta water is boiling. You're going to add in your pasta. And we're going to cook the pasta until al dente, or just follow your pasta instructions. This recipe is really easy because the sauce itself only takes 5 seconds, and that's about 50% of the work. So it's just about boiling the pasta and getting a nice good quality meat. Make sure to periodically check up on your pasta. Make sure it's not sticking on the boil and overboiling and going everywhere. Okay, we've got everything ready. The pasta's finished, the sauce is ready. We've also got the pancetta here. So first we're going to kill the heat, and we're going to take a pasta fork. We're going to slowly scoop out a bit at a time of the pasta and put it directly into the pan. And it's good to get a ladle out because your sauce can vary on thickness. Mine's very thick, so I've got a little ladle here to take some of the pasta water to help loosen it up a little bit so it's not too thick and goes dry. Give it a nice good mix together. Get the oil all in the pasta. Make sure to scrape all the bacon off the bottom so it's all incorporated evenly. And then we have to do this all fast because the residual heat from the pasta is what actually cooks the egg. Make sure it doesn't sit for too long and the egg doesn't scramble. And mix it all together. Delicious. Now mine is quite thick, so all you need is a little bit. Just take a small ladle and add a little bit of the pasta water. Give it a good mix. And now it's ready to serve. And that's how you make Max's Carbonara. Delicious.